This is called the 4160-1 control, or the 4000 series Hercules control box. And I got this in for repair. I told you guys in the last video I want to start repairing this thing. So here you go. Here's the control box in. And I want to go through and show you and discuss the different things, different problems that they have with this door control. Obviously, you see the relay's missing, so we'll have to get a new relay for that. And that probably will be the issue that's fixed, or it needs to be fixed. But let's do a teardown of it, and we'll show you the rest of the circuit. There's 5 screws here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You'll take those off, and you'll get to the bottom of the board. Okay, so here's the bottom of the board. Let's talk about it. Common problems are what you can do to fix it. First off, if the motor is slamming open and the wiring's fine and the motor's fine, there's a couple culprits you can look at. You can check with an ohm meter. You can check this guy right here with this heatsink. It's called a transistor. IRF 840 is what the part number is in there. And this diode right here is a FR305. I believe you can use an MR854 or a 1N5408 for that replacement. And if you're going to replace those two, this chip right here is H11 L2. I think that's a different part number for that as well. It might be a H11JA or J2 or something like that. But if you change this transistor, you change this diode, you need to change that chip at the same time. That's your first issue if the motor is slamming open. The other issue is this socket right here. They had a very poor design because you get a weak point here, so it flexes back and forth. And what we used to do, or what they did out there where I worked at, we would take and solder pins to this. I don't remember if it was on this control or if it was the other one, the 2160-2. To solder the pin to it and make it so you can't take this board out and it won't have any problems. Those are the two main culprits that would cause things to slam open. You might have an issue with the LM339, but that's very less likely. But those two are the main sources of issues with it slamming open. Let's talk about kind of how it works. You have the bridge coming in on this side. Every now and then you have one that's shorted across the positive and the negative. You have a cost problem. This is the bridge 2. Never really had much problems with this capacitor or that capacitor. Every now and then you'll have one that's this one's leaked, and when that happens it'll corrode out the traces. So if it doesn't activate, check continuity between pin 3 on this connector here to the top pin here, and that should be a solid connection. If that doesn't work, you need to put a new trace there. That was always an issue with that. You can kind of see in this board here, it's got some stuff underneath the conformal coating that it's already tarnishing up. That little diode right there for the input, that can go, you can have it short and that'll cause problems. Of course your relay, if the relay's burned up, then it won't activate right. And that's your main issues. Time delay. If you have a time delay problem, it's either this pot here or this capacitor here. It's your main culprit. Every now and then it'll be a chip here. If it doesn't activate, or if it constantly hasn't activated, or these lights are dimmed, something is screwy. There's two diodes on here. I think a 1N4148 would work. I'm trying to think if it's a 1N4733, and it'll be these two diodes here. 1N914 is the number off of that. For these two diodes here, and that would be your input diodes going to your activate circuits for your red and green LED. Now your safety circuits and stuff like that, generally if you replace the 4066 or the NE556 chip, that'd take care of your problem if it's not working right. Those are the two main culprits. This one I believe mainly deals with the hold open, but I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've looked at this. Yeah, I think it does deal with the hold open. So your 556 probably does more with your safety circuits than anything else. But generally the safety circuits and activate circuits are these two diodes here. And if you change them out, make sure you put the direction of the diodes going to where they were before. It wasn't uncommon to find these pots here stripped out, and by that I mean you can turn them and continuously turn them and they wouldn't stop turning. So those are easy to change out. They're 10Ks I believe. Nope, 1K. That's the 1K, that's the 1K. That's a 5K. And this is a 100K. These are, you can find these parts on eBay or Mauser.com, really easy. It's a 470 microfarad 50 volt, 220 microfarad 50 volt. Cold solder joints. If you don't know what a cold solder joint, search that up on Google or YouTube. Cold solder joints are wide in variety in these type controllers. You'll find them on the motor circuit connector here. You'll find them on this connector here. And that's for this board here, the plug-in board. You'll find them on the relay socket, just because of vibrations. You never had much issues with the transformer having cold solder joint because it was pretty much stationary. Your activate circuit, your connector up here, you find them up there as well. It's like this one right here. It's not really a cold solder joint, but it's not really a good joint either. It doesn't look good. And that's about it. That's the repair of a door controller for this. This one is probably going to be just this capacitor here. I'm going to change it. I'm going to put a new relay in it. And that'll take care of repairing this door control. If you have one that you need fixed, send me an email. It's in the video description. For the subject line, put 4160-1 repair. And I'll be happy to work with you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.